It's nonstop, yo.
Inundated. We're all laughing because I was joking around before about how this has never happened before in internet history.
Yes.
I literally believe sincerely, and I mean this, and you thought that I was being hyperbolic.
I don't.
I'm not.
I don't.
He is showing up on my feed non-fucking-stop.
Dude.
I'm not clicking on it. It's just next video is him in that accent, which I don't know what the fuck country that is.
I'll be trying to figure that shit out, too.
And the entire media is attacking him on a daily basis. Buy the special, motherfucker. Buy the special. Real talk.
Here's what's crazy. I've been seeing him on TikTok.
TikTok. Do you know what I'm saying?
He everywhere, yo. He unstoppable.
Instagram.
His YouTube shorts.
TikTok, Instagram, YouTube shorts.
You're wearing your YouTube shorts right now. You were talking about. I was like, you got your YouTube shorts on right now.
Oh, fuck you. All I'm trying to say is Hunter Biden got
No, he's undeniably funny. You can't even act like a guy not funny.
He's funny. Yeah,
He's funny, bro.
If he's playing in your city, go see him. Watch his show. Just let him see that you support him, because right now he's being surrounded by people in this industry who are letting him know that he has to apologize, who are letting him know that people, Jimmy Fallon talking about people coming and crying for his Me Too comment. So it is important that he see that you guys are out there. And I know he'll probably play it off and he'll probably be embarrassed by the support, because this right now to me is the most egregious, blatant example of the left taking someone out for using their words. Worse, taking a comedian out for using his words.
Have you seen the guy he does YouTube videos and he like breaks down comedians acting like he just doesn't acting like they're great, and it's almost like a scientific breakdown of jokes?
Yeah.
He goes through Chris D'Elia's, and it is so fucking funny. He just destroys him. He just, oh my God.
Oh, good. Okay.
He's like, see, right here, he's repeating it so that people know that he's making a joke, which is very effective. You can tell he's a seasoned comedian because he said it 4 to 5 times to get people laughing, and he's laughing, which is
yes, it's so good. Chris D'Elia, the reason, if you're wondering why we're making fun of him, is because he has sex with children.
If I see another person who's done stand-up for 3 years, it's like, my special's coming out in 2 weeks, I'm gonna fucking, whoa, I'm pissed, dude.
I do teach piano lessons as well.
Oh, yeah? Oh, you're a teacher? Oh, yeah? Whoa. He's all like, I'm a teacher. Oh my God, there's so many trash comedians, I can't even fucking believe it.
And like the whole crew's like, yes, Myles, like, yes. And Myles is like, just doing God's work here.
No, come on, he did not say that. He did not say that.
No, he didn't. He said just doing God's work.
I don't think he has any like unironic fans. Like I said, his entire community just makes fun of him. It's amazing.
One of the things that I think is interesting about this is that, you know, this is the third one of these videos that they released. And the first one, there was tremendous outrage. Second one, tremendous outrage. And that's when YouTube said, we're not going to let you post these videos.
I went and saw him at the Palladium about a year or two ago. And it was one of the worst shows I've ever seen. Really? And one of my friends, another comic that I respect a lot, gave him a standing ovation. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And he was like, I understand why you feel the way you do, but I just love seeing the act. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. What was bad about that? It was aggressively corny.
It's tricky, too, responding to a crowd like that, too, because you have to be funny, but you can't be too mean, right? You can't hit a fly with a sledgehammer.
It's one of the best stupid, poor comedians working today, for sure.
I just really encourage this group to think carefully about this sad attempt at humor.
Welcome to Jokes Explained by an Expert live with me, myself, Myles Anderson, professional joke explainer, here to explain the jokes of the best comedians working today. Welcome, everybody. Get your bingo cards if you can. Live from Austin, Texas, exactly. See a map of Texas behind me there. That's the Panhandle, surrounded by Texas's famous Sea of Texas. We've got a couple great comics to look at today. We've also got, as usual, stand-up bingo. So if you're new here, the way we play stand-up bingo is if you're on Twitch in the corner of your screen. Let me see if I can coordinate my fingers. Here, or maybe up here, you've got a button you press. You get yourself a bingo card, and then if you win bingo, you can link a link in the chat, and I will try to explain the jokes of why the thing you linked is so funny. Link a link, leave a link, take a link, whatever you want to do. Now, stand-up bingo is actually starting pretty soon. 2 minutes and 30 seconds till bingo starts. We got a lot of keeners here. We have a lot of professional joke explainer students, amateur joke explainers, Tucker Carlson fans, rumbleheads, Gutfeld guys, all hanging out. Who are here early. So I want to start the bingo pretty soon. I usually have some sort of clip that's funny but isn't quite necessarily stand-up comedy that I like to start with. But today, I've just got all stand-up clips. So I'd like to get this stand-up bingo going. Now let's take a look over here at the featured window. One of our favorite comics, Tyler Fisher, 500,000 subs on YouTube. Tucker Carlson is in the house. Welcome, Tucker Carlson. I can hear myself clipping in my microphone. There we go. Turn it down a little bit. Yikes. That was too loud in my own ears. Maybe it's a little bit better now. Hey, Scott Delaney gets it. New subscriber to the YouTube channel. Now, let's take a look here. This Tyler Fisher. 1 minute. I'm going to start bingo a little bit early today because if you're, you should have been in the class by now. We're 8 minutes into the stream. If you're not here, I don't have faith that your link is going to be very good anyway, because late linkers, you know what the proverb goes, late linkers are hate linkers. Okay, here we go. Start bingo. Tyler Fisher, let's see if we can get this going. Link stinkers, exactly. So here we go. We already see, it's already funny because he's got a picture of Maduro. This is what happens when you don't do exactly what America tells you to do. You end up kidnapped and taken to trial in New York City. This is what happens when you don't have a military. If you don't have nuclear weapons, this is a message to all the countries out there. If you don't have nukes, you are subject to U.S. law. If you do have nuclear weapons, all the best. Speaking of nuclear weapons, Satala Disco. Guys, I'm stuck at a gig, LOL. Thanks for the streams, Myles and Brian. Stuck at a gig. Satala, what are you doing? What you playing? We have a lot of musicians who follow the channel. Satala Disco, I believe, plays the Amazonian nose flute, if I'm not incorrect on that one. One of the finest nose flautists. And he plays the synths with his feet, nose flute with the nose, clarinet with the mouth, and of course, he plays the oud with his hands. Very cool. So there's Maduro, earmuffs on. It actually almost looks like Shameless Replay. Thank you for the 100 bits. Lots of people find the channel looking for music lessons, but stay for the joke lessons. Yes. Our algorithm on YouTube recommends us to sarcastic musicians. I don't know why or how, but that's our fan base, and we love you guys. Now this looks like somebody who is Maduro. Looks like either he's going to be doing a challenge on a reality TV show, like a fun reality TV show game, or it looks like he is halfway through the Howie Mandel explained video and he doesn't want to laugh anymore. Okay, Tyler Fisher, here we go. Maduro jokes. Let's hear it.
Oh man, what a week, man.
Skims the news.
Captured a fake president in Venezuela. We're back, baby.
Round of applause from the crowd. Yeah, Americans love two things: 3 things. They love Jesus, football, and a successful military operation. I think we can all agree. We all enjoy that.
We're probably divided on that too. Like, leave the dictator alone. Let him kill the women.
We captured him so quick, we knew where he was, right? We knew
64.
Exactly. We sent him a picture, right?
He does that. He sends these people photos of them.
We sent him a picture on the toilet. We said, we know where you are. We know where you are. We did that with Maduro. We've been tracking his bowel movements for weeks. We have, like, the best science for that. We have technology. We said, we know you're going number 2. And we know you're a...
Number 2 is poo. That's 45. We got 3 bingo cards already. We got Skims the News, Trump impression, and poo. Checked off the bingo card. Drug story on account of all the drugs. Amy's twitching. Amy is fishing for bingo cards. Amy, it's early. You're going to get bingo today, I promise you. Political rant, DJ Chemics. You know what? I'll give you that one, actually. That does make more sense than... We're going to get to drug story. So... This is obviously a Trump impression. One of the most important tools in a comedian's arsenal is obviously, like I mentioned before, nuclear weapons and a Trump impression. And a lot of comedians back in 2016, even 2015, doing a Trump impression. Trump has been famous for a long time, so doing a Trump impression has been a great part of being a stand-up comedian. But now that Trump is going to be the president for the foreseeable future, having a good Trump impression is super, super important if you're going to be really funny.
Back to front wiper. We told him, we said, we know exactly what you're doing. We knew where he was on the bed. He likes to curl up. He's a side sleeper. We said, we know. He was wearing little ducky pajamas, and we're going to get you. If you don't cut it out, we're going to get you so quick.
Where's his next shows there?
We should do an exchange, too. I mean, they send a lot of drugs. They said, like, every boat was potentially could kill 20,000 people. Gather all the fucking homeless drug addicts across the country.
We are exchanging one president for 50,000 drug addicts. These zombie people high on the drugs they sent, we're going to send the drugs back.
There it is.
In the form
19.
of homeless crack murderers. These drugs are lightly used. They'll be in the veins of these freaks. We'll send them back.
Imagine just a boatload for just off the fucking coast of Venezuela.
Our motto is you send crack.
Hey, that was an impression of a homeless guy. Look at that. There he goes. So that is that's an impression of a drug addicted person in America. People who are addicted to drugs are often just very weak, and it's very unfortunate that they chose that life. But that's the decision they made. They woke up and they said, hey, I'd love to be homeless, and that's what they do. Very strange, very unexplainable thing, but it's very funny to do an impression of that.
Our motto is you send crack, we send it back, right? We send it back. So quick, we're going to do it so quick. We're looking at Cuba.
He's listing other guys.
We're looking strongly at Colombia. They're making cocaine. They're making it. We know the president right now is at a Wendy's drive-thru. We just sent him a photo. He's getting a number 6. He's eating. He took 3 bites. We sent him a picture. I said,
okay, so fast food. Where's that one in here? We have fast food, number 22.
You better stop making cocaine. He's making so much cocaine. We're thinking so strongly of going in and taking Rosie O'Donnell from Ireland. We're going to take Rosie. In the middle of the night, we know she's outside on the farm grazing, that fat little piggy.
Is this Rosie O'Donnell, name comedy? Wow. So this is we're bleeding into Gutfeld territory a little bit here. Joke stealing was very controversial 15 years ago. Joe Rogan famously calling out Carlos Mencia for joke stealing. But now jokes are freely traded online, like so many meme coins. You got to be in early on those jokes before there's too many of the same joke and you get rug pulled.
Right?
fat.
They said, sure, we'll need 15 Black Hawk helicopters to lift the load. We're to come up so quick. She's a big load, but we'll take her out. She can't fight it. She's too fat. She can't fight it. Yeah, we're gonna throw her in the Gulf of America so quick with the rest of the whales. She'll be back swimming. And so we're looking at Rosie and Oprah. We'll think of
Oprah, another famous fat woman. That's a good callback. Oprah retired from television about 25 years ago, so she's been out of the game for a little while, but she is still in American culture recognized. You've got Lizzo, Oprah, Rosie O'Donnell, very famous, the sort of the Mount Rushmore of fats.
I appreciate you guys coming here, man. I know you could have been doing anything else tonight. You could have been out at a party. You could have been out at an ice raid, something more exciting. We are going to bring up ice at the end of the show, so I just want to say the doors there will let you run out now. They're headlining the show tonight. Those are getting fun, huh? Get ready for that for the next 2 fucking years. God damn it. White people were just back in commercials again. Now we're fucked. We just went back 10 years again. Oh, man.
Great stuff. So he's just making light of the ice raid situation in the United States. It's really overblown by the media. It's not really that big of a deal. People should just laugh and think it's fine. So again, very political comedian Tyler Fisher, but we need people like him in times of these divisive politics, because he's here to remind us that we should just laugh and not think about it, which is important.
Sad that woman got killed. She, hit the guy with the car, and I don't know. Fuck around and find out, I guess. And it's horrible. I feel bad. I was thinking a lot of these people that are, really pro illegal immigrants, they are also very pro abortion. And I just thought, why don't you just chalk her down as a late term? Put your money where your mouth is. Millions of kids dead every year. At least show that you can fucking do it too.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. It's quite a. That's a spicy take. Big risk, but he knows his audience. He knows his audience. $1. I guess that, yes, technically that is the joke. But yeah, this is Tyler's audience, right? It's this guy here. See this gentleman here? This joke, if it was in a more woke part of America, might not have gotten the response. But this guy here, he's seen decades of jokes. And he wants the jokes that are going to make people upset. Medical fact, abortions. My kids suck. I will say women are annoying, definitely, for sure. That was part of that joke. Great stuff from Tyler Fisher. Check him out. He's probably coming to a town near you. Now here's a little gem I found. Haven't watched it yet. You may remember this man. You may remember this man from Gutfeld. He sometimes hosts as a guest on Gutfeld. He's often on the panel of Gutfeld. His Travis Gravity won't be playing Minnesota anytime soon. Probably not. He probably will wait a couple weeks.
Not that long ago to me, but some of you probably weren't even born in 1978. Some of you were like, are you kidding? I was born in the 90s. That's not even that. You're not that.
A little bit of time comedy. I'm going to chalk that up as remember comedy. Because when you hear dates, you tend to remember those dates. And sometimes you remember jokes from those dates and you laugh a little bit, which you heard there.
Young, if you were born in
Back in
1990.
my day. Hey, whoa, that's very close to remember comedy. I'll give you that one too. Thank you, Tugger.
Do you people understand that? Guys, Colin Hanks isn't even close to being young anymore.
Name comedy.
That's what's happening with the world.
Okay. So off the top, he's just going to remind people that time is always going, and the passage of time can often feel fast as you get older. So that's the setup here.
So sometimes I talk about the 70s, and people are like, oh, wow, that's weird. Yeah, I wasn't around in the 70s. Oh, my God. And you're a regular person. They're not even a young person, and they weren't around in the 70s. And I think, my God. The 70s was a great time, though. Growing up in Boston. Boston, Massachusetts.
Did you hear the laugh? Somebody laughed when he said Boston. That is a clear example of location comedy. It's why it is important to mention locations when you're doing stand-up comedy. Let's hear that one more time. Just a quick little chuckle from someone who thinks Boston. Listen closely.
Boston, Massachusetts. The wind, Boston, Massachusetts. Growing up in Boston. Boston, Massachusetts.
You hear that? Guy from Boston.
Massachusetts. The winters were endless there. We had real winters back then. Like when you had a snow day, it was like two snow days. They couldn't clear the snow out of the streets for 2 days. So and we would listen to this was pre-internet. I love telling my daughters this.
Either there's a big noise floor on this recording, or there's a big air conditioner in that room.
Fascinated by all the old stories I have. You know, my daughter, like with my phone, she won't take a picture unless she can see the screen. You know, like I'll go like this to take a picture, and she'll be like, turn it around. Like she wants to see it. She's like, she needs to see her face. And I was like, you know, the first iPhone, you couldn't even turn it around. She was like, are you kidding me? She couldn't believe how primitive the first iPhone was. And then I went on with her and I was like, forget about the first iPhone. We didn't used to have cameras on our phones. And she was like, it's like a terrible thought to her. And then I explained to her, I said, when I was a kid, we had to take pictures and there was no screen on it at all. And she was like, how do you know what the picture looked like? And I was like, you had to guess. And I was like, and then,
there.
When you wanted to see the picture, you had to wait like 4 months. Because your mother made you use the whole roll. It was like 16 pictures. We'd take 14 at the beach, and she's like, no, we're waiting for our next vacation to take pictures. And she was
big response. Okay, we'll keep going here. Still get to through the joke.
like, and then you saw the pictures? I was like, no, then they came back in the mail, and you had to go pick them up at a weird place at the mall. So no one understands what it was like back then. You know, we had no internet, so you couldn't find. So the way you got, the way you knew school was canceled, you tuned into the radio and you would listen. You would listen for all the towns in Massachusetts. And Norwood was it took so long.
Humble brag, yeah, vacation. So in the old days, in the 70s, people used to go on vacations, and a lot of people in the crowd are remembering those vacations. A lot of fond memories, and that they laugh. Sometimes laughter can just be when you remember something nice, you just laugh a little bit. And so people are remembering the old days when people would take vacations. It was a big part of the American experience until 2008.
Long to get to Norwood. And even when they got to the ends, there were so many end towns in Norwood. There was like Norwell, Norwich, and you got to the damn town. And then they would say Norwood. Oh, and we had no school for the day. But in 1978, there was a little something called the Blizzard of 78. So that's why I prefaced all this with all this talk about the old days, because...
Okay, so he's explaining it a little. Now, does it have explains the joke on here? Because he just explained that he did do a long story there. So I will give you 34 on that one. Tom Shalhoub admitting that the setup is pretty long.
It used to just say the Blizzard of 78. Everyone knew what you were talking about. The Blizzard of 78. They knew about it. It was called the Blizzard of 78 way before 78 even. They knew it was coming. My whole childhood they were like, the Blizzard of 78 will be here at this point. So you knew it was coming. And, you know, and then they finally said, they were like, the Blizzard of 78 is upon us. And I was like, oh my God, incredible timing. And it was because it was 78. And then the snows came down, and we knew we were going to have school for days and days. And then it started with the snowballs. You know, we went out and we started a snowball fight. And it was me, and it was Little Perkins, and, you know, we called each other Big and Little then, because everyone had older and younger brothers. So I was Little Shalou, because I had an older brother. So it was me, Little Perkins, and Minigai.
Little Shalou. Now that's a sitcom I'd watch.
And Minigai and Perkins were my two kind of chums. And then his older brother, Chris Perkins, was kind of on the other side. It was like brother against brother. It was like the Civil War, you know?
A little bit of inside information on the joke explainer. Lil Shalou was what I used to call my penis.
So Big Perkins and
Not
Morrissey
anymore, though. Different name.
were
Won't tell you
fighting
that
us in
one.
snowballs. And it was 3 against 2, but we were a whole year younger than them. So we were still outgunned. And they were killing us with snowballs. And we were up in Shattuck Park, and we ran down from the park. And we were running through backyards, and they were pummeling us on the back of the head with their hard snowballs that they could pack very tight. And we took refuge in my basement. We ran into the cellar. And it was
Cellar?
little shorts.
People had basements back then, too. People they had multiple floors in their dwellings in the 70s, too. It was a pretty good time. Nowadays, people live in sort of similar, the apartments are laid out sort of like U-boats, and you've got like your little galley kitchen with a bunch of rice, and then you have two big silos of rice and beans, and they just dispense, and then you've got like a fold down Murphy bed, and there's like a desk with a gun in it, and that's basically that's the more common living situation now.
Cellar doors, but we could run in it because we were little kids. We opened up, we ran in it, we slammed the door, and there were snowballs off of the door. And we were laughing, ha 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 ha, and dripping all over the place. And my dad came out of the office in the basement. This is my dad. My dad dwelt in the basement. He had an office down there with a key punch machine in it. And he came out with the curtain. He opened up the curtain, and the cigar smoke came out. He came out, what the hell is going on?
Cigars.
We were dripping on his precious concrete floor. And he said, what the hell is going on? He wanted us outside, and I'd forgotten. I wouldn't have just
sound comedy now, a little bit.
But of course, my dad had the day off from work too. Usually we had a school day, and my dad went to work anyway. But this was the Blizzard of 78. So he came walking through us, and we were like, we parted, and he walked right through us because he heard off the door, and he walked up and he grabbed the door, and I was like,
and he opened the door. I bet it takes a snowball right to the face. Oh, here we go. 24.
And he opened the door, and father was like, I was just seeing him from behind. I was there. We were just standing there dripping wet, looking at my dad.
Body comedy.
And I could see through his legs. And I could see, it was Morrissey and Big Perkins. They were like,
Great act.
They went running, and my dad was like, Gaga! He was screaming. My dad he was a really mean dad, All dads were mean back then. Dads were scarier in the 70s. Young people don't understand how scary dads were, because dads today are not scary. My dad could wake us up with his breathing. Saturday morning, he'd come in our bedroom, and then I'd hear his voice, he'd say, get in the car. Get in the car. It was like Darth Vader with a Boston accent. We'd run downstairs, we'd get in the backseat of the Dodge Dart, and we'd drive. And
that was an accent. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car, little Shalou. You're a little fuck up. Shalou. 26. Great accent. Get in the car. I am Tom Shalou's father. I don't like little Shalou. He's an annoying little prick. Get in the car.
No seatbelts, right? Child safety not important in the 70s. Dad took a right, you just slid over the left. Took a left, you slid back. It worked out. It worked. And so my dad, look at that, and they went running, and we were laughing. We held it in. We were like, and then we ran out and passed my dad, and he slammed the door, stay out all day. And but then we ran and we were laughing. We couldn't believe the sight of Morrissey and Perkins through my dad's legs. And we eventually caught up to them, and because of that incident with my dad, there was a bit of a solidarity. And we went downtown to Norwood Center, and we...
Amy switches, yeah, his dad is JFK. Amy switches as AFK, of course, which means away from children.
Started climbing up the fire escapes on the back of the buildings in Norwood and jumping off into
away
the
from kids.
15, 17, 19 feet high. And we're jumping off into these soft snowbanks. It was amazing. Because it was enough snow, and then the plows pushed it up higher, and then the snow fell on top of that. So you had this kind of big pile, and it was very soft on top. So we're jumping off these really high buildings. Everyone except Twink. We call him Twink, John Perkins. Little Perkins.
Lil Perkins was Twink? Oh, god damn it.
We call him Twink. First he was Twerp, then he was Twink. Our names changed all the time. I was Tom.
Lil Shalou, I don't want you hanging out with that Twink. Lil Shalou, you throw a snowball at me? And now you're hanging out with the Twink. God damn it.
And then I became Tomboy, then Zomboy, and then I was Zoid. So at this period he was Twink, and because he was tired of being called Twerk. So he was a skinny boy, and he was scared of things like this. So we usually kind of gave him an out, but we really wanted him to experience the snow. So we're jumping off into the soft snow and landing, going up to our necks, and we're encouraging Twink to jump off with us. And, you know, encouraging, we're like, yo, fairy, you know. That's the way you encourage in the 70s. By calling them fairies. It seems strange now. But we were trying, we were like little Tony Robbins, you know, we were like, you fairy, that would motivate him to jump.
Tony Robbins. Hey, calls out another famous comic we've covered on the channel before, which was subsequently taken down by Tony Robbins' legal team, but then subsequently re-uploaded to Patreon. Gordo says, man, I am so invested in this story. Cannot wait for the punchline. Amen. Hey, we're almost there. So, a little recap. A snowball has been thrown at its father. He ran away, and now he's hanging out with his Twink friend.
To reach his goal, you know? And it's so ironic that now you can't say fairy, but it's probably wouldn't even be an insult, you know? You call a boy a fairy today, he'd be like, yeah, what, like Elsa, the queen of the frozen north? Like, that's great, she's tough. But back then we thought we would guilt him into jumping off into the snow, so we kept it up, you fairy, you know? And finally he got the wherewithal. He stood on the edge, and he closed his eyes.
Now, that's a good freeze frame here. Just to remind you guys, so put yourself in the 70s, okay? In the 70s, it was you were not allowed to be gay. It was very frowned upon. Whereas now, it's just simply funny to be gay.
And he jumped. Now I'm in the snow right here, and he's coming down. And I could tell it was not going to go well, because he just jumped, and he was like this. He was floating like completely, you know, he wasn't tucking at all. You know, you have to tuck when you jump off of roofs, because you do cannonball, and then you kind of go in like feet and butt together, and you know, and you're all tucked in. But when you're too gangly, you know, you can really get hurt. So you're coming down gangly style. You know?
Gangly style.
Open it gangly style. And I'm like, you know. And
did he say Opa gangly style? Did he say that? I might have to re-listen to this, because that might have been the punchline. Might be the punchline there.
When you're too gangly, you can really get hurt. So he's coming down gangly style. He's whooping it gangly style.
Did he say whooping it? Whoop. Did he say whopa? Okay, so this is hard to believe there's more after this. But I think he might be making a joke about the Gangnam Style song. What year is this? This is 10 years ago. So that's actually very possible.
And he comes down and his feet hit and immediately he starts to crunch up like that. So his feet hit first and they rush up and hit his chest. Now when your knees hit your chest,
he's gonna become winded and he's gonna make the sound.
the air rushes out of you. All air just rushes out of you like a windbag, And Twink was,
like a bag of wind,
did I mention he was asthmatic? He was kind of, he had lots of nasal issues. He had a lot of extra, he was a milk
Medical
drinker
facts.
too. He never drank water, always milk. So he had that really thick snot, it was yellow and it had...
Do you guys hear that sound in the background? I don't want to distract from this. He's getting to the punchline here. But do you guys hear the sound of the wrapping paper in the background? So a little insight into showbiz. When you hear wrapping paper, that means the producer's telling you to wrap it up. That's where that saying comes from.
And it was always there, like one side always had like a little dangler, down there. The yellow ball, it looked like a little lottery ball,
Ooh, gross.
And then he would sniff and it would disappear and then it would return. And so he's coming down and his knees hit his chest and the air rushes out of his nasal passages and he hits the snow and his head jerks like that. And with the rush of air, because his mouth and his eyes were closed tight, it just shut out. And these two strands of thick, putty-like snot came shooting out of his nose into the snow, and they shot out and snaked into the snow. Like there was such a length to it. It was like a rope, and don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what I saw. And then this is what happens when you get the wind knocked out of you. Involuntarily, you suck back in.
Still swing.
These two long strands of snow, which was now covered in frost, shot up his nose. And that's when he opens his eyes. He was like, and he didn't know what had happened. He just knew he landed and he didn't get hurt at first. But then these two snakes, these two frozen ropes had snaked its way through his head. Do you know how many miles of nasal passages you have? I think it's like 40 miles or something. He had snow going through his entire nasal cavity on both sides. Yeah. So the blizzard of '78, it is not just legendary for that blizzard, that storm that started the career of Michael Dukakis.
There we go.
The blizzard of '78 was the site of the greatest brain freeze in history. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
And that's it. And that's okay. So it's not really a sort of a traditional joke. It's more of it's a story, and it's a fun story. Corn Pop won't stop resubscribed.
Not his dad.
9 more months.
Not his dad.
Good game.
Mwah! Thank you for resubscribing, and thank you for your faith in me to explain these jokes. No bingos. 2 comedians down. No bingos. Well, let's change the comedian up. Let's get to a comedian that might have a little bit more bingo power.
Yeah. Oh, Benny, what's up?
Lagward, thank you for subscribing here on Twitch. Another kiss on the mouth.
What do I get?
You already know, Jack.
Mwah.
Everything costs, bud.
I was in Syracuse yesterday. That place sucks. It
Never
sucks.
mind.
I feel like Syracuse is one of them cities, like, if Russia bombed it, we wouldn't give a fuck, you know? Like, if we bombed Syracuse, that shit would be like killing a I was like, I ain't gonna miss the nigga. I hate he died, but he touched kids.
N-word. There he is. There he is. Look at this guy. DJ Chemix wins it with the N-word. Congratulations. Congratulations. So, the reason why comedians cut it, why they cut those words out early on, is because of the YouTube algorithm, right? YouTube won't let you swear early on in a video. Once you get into the video, you can really let loose. But for ad revenue, for recommendations, you want to keep it squeaky clean for at least 15 seconds. And then you can just go wild later on. All right, DJ Chemix already got the link ready to go. Oopsies. There it is. Whoa. Looks like a good one. All right, let's get your bingo cards administered here. Select winner. DJ Chemix. And let us get the bingo cards sent out once again here. Thank you for playing, guys. That took longer than I thought. I thought we had some good bingo comedians there. Casket Bush, thanks for the 100 bits. Did you guys you heard a sneak preview of the upcoming linked video? Okay, well, let's watch a little bit of David Lucas. Or should we start the 3 minutes to bingo? What did we learn? What did we learn from Tom Shalhoub? Let's analyze that a little bit, right? Let's just analyze. First of all, visually, you got a really cool backdrop, right? You've got the camera underneath. You want to be shot from down under. Tom Shalhoub, a lot of people don't know this, 6'9". That's why him and Greg Gutfeld are so funny together, because Greg is 5'9" and Tom is 6'9", and so just the contrast of their heights is very funny. You just start laughing. Look at his use of hands. He's also got a very cozy vest on. A lot of the jokes come from the chest area. You want to keep that warm during a stand-up comedy set. Very important stuff. Whoa, Tyler Fisher's got a whole special. Might have to save that one for a Jokes Explained video. The pandemic special. Full comedy. Look at all these comedy specials. Fuck, he's funny. Let's watch it. Let's watch him roast Portland.
If female armpit hair was a city, this is it, dude.
I actually got robbed twice this weekend.
Holy shit!
If you see a homeless man about 40 walking around, 2 backpacks, just run him over.
There's 9,000 of them. Homeless guy, 2 backpacks. Where are you guys from?
From Salem. It's really up and coming.
Nothing's up and coming here. This place is down and going. How much further? You're digging. How much fucking?
Perfect. Yeah, obviously the joke here is that Portland's a shithole. It's not up and coming. It's down and going. Very clever wordplay there. And yes, obviously the philosophy is that the homeless people should be eradicated by lethal means, because we've tried everything. We've literally tried everything. We gave them all a house. And, you know, but even after we gave them all a house, didn't work. Get your bingo cards. We're moving on. $15 players. We got room for at least 2 more. Anyone else? Going once, going twice? Sold. All right, let's move on. We got David Lucas with the most racist dad he's ever met. That's a high bar because all dads are racist. I learned that from stand-up comedy. Well, we're on games.
Hey,
thank
come on
you.
up here, boy. What's happening? What's your name? Your name's David? All right, pound it, then move over a little bit.
Laughed at his own joke. David, 2 Davids. That's very funny. I wonder if they're spelled the same. I wonder if they're spelled David with an I-D or David with a Y-D at the end. David.
What do you do for a living, David?
I work for National Grid.
Work for the National Grid. Okay, let's what do you do for work? What do you do for work? That's in here somewhere. Number 69. Beautiful. Thank you, Gina Potts. Very funny. Works for the National Grid. So this is either one of 2 things. Either he works for the power grid, which is important because we need electricity so we can live stream. Or 2, he works for the National Grid, which is America is divided into like a football field in terms of that's how and then the states are divided by yard lines. Or Tron.
National Grid. Oh, it puts the lights in my face. Why does she not like that? Because you charge too much? Judging by his teeth, he has nothing to do with your bill, baby. I'll tell you that.
What the fuck?
This nigga get up on a fucking high-ass ladder and connect them lines together, right? Yeah, that's what you do.
Okay, the N-word, yes. He gets up on them high-ass lines and puts what do you say? Puts that shit together?
Lines together, right? Yeah, that's what you do. That nigga been electrocuted a couple of times. Used to be on drugs? Yeah, I can tell. What's the hardest drug you did? That shit is whooping your ass in your latter years.
Drug story.
What'd you do if your daughter brought a black guy home?
I'd probably shoot him.
Oh, fuck. You know, outside a comedy club, you can't say this sort of stuff outside a comedy club. But this is all in good fun here.
Nigga, you a former drug addict. What the fuck you mean? Fiance, come on up here. Fiance, bitch, how old you here talking about a fiance? God damn. I feel like you're only supposed to say shit like that in your 20s and 30s. This nigga tell me.
So I believe, that was the gentleman from the title of the video there. Reveals it right away. This, I believe, maybe there's a more racist dad. We don't know. There's lots of time left here. Let's see how this goes.
Fiance, come on up here. Fiance, bitch, how old you here talking about a fiance? God damn.
So that's his fiance bitch there. A fiance bitch comes before the wife bitch. And then after a few years, they just become that bitch. Am I right, guys? Women are annoying. 73. Are you two a couple? Yes. Number 5.
I feel like you're only supposed to say shit like that in your 20s and 30s. This nigga tell me. Hey, shut your single ass up. Never too late ass bitch. You finished?
Never too late ass bitch. So again, David Lucas, he has a certain way of speaking, which is very endearing, which is, it's a sort of a noun followed by, or sort of, adjective, noun, late, and then ass bitch at the end.
3? You're 53. How old is he? 48. Damn, you look rougher than her, nigga. God damn, boy.
So if David Lucas was describing me, he'd be like, look at this skinny white joke explaining ass bitch. Would be his way of describing myself.
That nigga look like a character from Guess Who. Remember that game when you play? Does he have hair? Turn.
Deep pull. Deep pull. The game Guess Who. 54.
Turn that over. I can't look at this nigga no more. That's what.
Hey, he's having a good time, which means I'm having a good time. I hope you guys are having a good time.
To flip one of my things down. This nigga look like a character from The Simpsons you see every 2 years. This pretty boy ass nigga. Slide over, nigga. That fucking tummy shirt on. How old are you? 31. Damn, you look young as shit. All right, nigga, goddamn, you gonna shake my hand to everything? Goddamn. What you do for a living? Military? Okay, that's what. What the fuck is going? Don't shake my hand no more, nigga. Jesus Christ. That's it, dog. The fourth time you shake my hand, I'm gonna think you're trying to fuck.
Oh shit. And he goes in, and that's gay.
What the fuck?
Okay, so now the bit has been audience. This counts as audience doing something funny, not quite saying something funny, but sometimes he's actually this is body comedy by the audience. It's actually quite remarkable here. Straight comic imagines being gay. Yep.
This nigga really in the military. Don't ask, don't tell. You in the Navy? Army, okay. Yeah!
68.
I think this nigga. You got a girlfriend? Y'all live together? Okay, what's gonna happen when you get transferred? You ain't gonna cheat? You might.
I don't know.
Black men don't cheat? That's a fucking lie.
Number
Y'all
9.
use condoms? No, good shit. She Mexican. She might be pregnant right now, bro. God.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Penis. The condom goes on the penis. So, since I know I've got to be delicate here. I don't, Mexican. Hey, no, we have Mexican here, I believe. We have Mexican stereotype. There they are, number 36. Now, I know a lot of our viewers are kids, so I got to be delicate when I explain this to you. So, but a condom is it's a contraceptive, prevents babies from happening. And the way that you use one before you have intercourse with a woman, you take the condom and you stretch it and you put it over the top of your head, and it just goes to right here. And then you blow it up like a balloon, very similar to Howie Mandel. You blow it up to stretch it out, and you get it as tall as you can. And then once it's been fully stretched on the top of your head, you do the Bobby's World voice, and then you then have sex. And as long as you've done that, you'll be fine.
Damn, bro.
Shit from the audience of 55.
I ain't never had my hands shook so much in one day, bro. Y'all niggas weird up here, bro. What's your name? Last name? Santana. Oh, you like what, Dominican or something? Oh my God. I'm thinking this nigga trolling me now.
Casting Bush next to 69.
Hell yeah. All right, well, appreciate you. Have a good night. Thank you, bro.
What a jolly guy. David Lucas, just a likable person. Just laughing.
Never too late. Bitch, how old you is talking about a fiance? God damn. Hey, shut your single ass up. Slide over, baby.
Is this the lady who yelled? So this is the lady who yelled from earlier. Thank you, David Lucas, for giving us a flashback to 95 seconds ago, just to keep us remember. David Lucas knows that 21st century attention spans are not like they were back in the blizzard of 78. So it's important to remind people what has happened here. Extended mic slap technique. Ooh, close. That's close, but I don't know.
You on the fucking Price is Right or some shit? Oh, that goddamn
TV.
clapping. Let me get $1,
Show
Bob.
recap.
You got kids? She got that same ass you got? Where's she at? Hey, look at that.
Oh, here we go. Funny. Oh.
I don't know if that's ass or a diaper. I don't know what the fuck it is. But thank you, baby. Thank you, sweetheart. You're beautiful. Thank you, baby. Give me that. Can I touch that ass?
Hell yeah.
No, I ain't touching that. Look at that.
Now, some people haven't. No, I usually explain the format of a David Lucas show. He shows up to your comedy club. You pay $60, $70 for a ticket, and then he stands there, and the crowd lines up, and he goes and roasts each one of you for about an hour or so, and then you all go home very glad that you did this. 42 for ooh. 45 and 42 for diaper. I mean, diapers do catch poo and pee, but sometimes people just wear them for comfort because it's a little extra cushioning. I don't know. Is fat.
What's your name? Paul. Nice. You got kids? Of course not. Yeah.
Of course not, because you're a fat piece of shit, Paul. And again, this may seem cruel. This is what people sign up for. People love to get roasted here in America. It's how we blow off steam and how we feel better about ourselves.
Wife? Nope.
Bingo!
Oh, King Shaman wins bingo on the is fat. King Shaman knew the is fat was coming. The David Lucas show? Are you kidding me? Gonna happen. Amy's twitching. Amy's twitching, getting heated here in the chat. Thirsting for that bingo win. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get this bingo administered here. So the official chosen Kink Shaman. Congratulations. Remember Kink Shaman? Before you have sex, you got to stretch out the condom and then put it on the side table. The way it works is when you stretch a condom out, it releases chemicals in the air that then block the sperm from entering the sperm chamber. So we got what? Oh, I confused myself. There we go. Okay. This is a fast turnaround for bingo. You got to get your bingo cards right now. You've only got 2 minutes. I have to stall for 2 minutes. Look at that. I see there's an iron plugged in behind me. What do you guys want to bet that iron is still on and hot? Very possible. It's very possible. Maybe if I have you imagine if I had a donation, you donate $100, that iron tips over and creates an emergency situation. That's a good idea. Was that iron always there? No, it was not always there. I should put more Easter eggs in the background zone. to let you guys have some clues as to what's going on out here in Austin, Texas. Thanks for all of the love on the map of Austin I posted, by the way, on the Bachelors of Music YouTube channel. That was what? I just tried to find this is the how could I not find this is the Bachelor's Music. Take another look at it here. Can I zoom in like this? Oh, you bet I can. So if you guys don't remember, I posted this here. There's quite a few details I missed just because there's limited space here. But yeah, you've got your city of Austin. This is how it's laid out. Tony Hinchcliffe is stationed in the gatehouse. If you want to get into the compound, you have to put your name in the bucket and you got to kill it for 1 minute. This is how you get in there. This is the Comedy Mothership, just down the street, just outside the compound, where a lot of the best comedians film their specials. This is where Kill Tony happens. And this is my hut. This is where I am right now. This is the Joke Explainer hut. You guys can't really hear. It's kind of hard to sleep here, honestly, because the Kill Tony comic holding pen is fucking loud. It's gotten really bad the last couple of years. It is legitimately there's 5,000 comedians in the holding pen, and every morning, one of Tony's employees, sometimes Adam Ray, comes out and he just dumps corn feed on the ground, and all the Kill Tony comics just start pecking away at it, and they're all waiting for their chance to get that name in that bucket so they can get into the compound here, and maybe if they're blessed, they'll go into the podcast studio. Some people are asking, where does Brendan Schaub fit into all this? Brendan Schaub is kind of on the outskirts of town, but sometimes I can see him from the Joke Explainer hut. Sometimes he paces around outside the walls of Tony Hinchcliffe's gatehouse. It's gotten rough for him the last couple of years. He used to sleep in the loft of Bert's barn sometimes, up in the hay there. And there's also, obviously, protein powder up there. The meat storage shed, I haven't been in there. I've seen it. I've seen guys loading meat into the storage shed. Joe will leave. He'll take off from his helicopter. He'll come back with a helicopter full of meat. And sometimes, if he's feeling nice, he'll throw a couple chunks of meat to the Kill Tony comics, and they are starving for it because they've been eating nothing but corn for weeks. But he throws a couple chunks of moose in there, and they all bite it with their teeth. And that's a loud night. That's hard to sleep on meat day. I can barely sleep. I got to close all my hut windows so I can stream because they're going nuts. And then obviously I open my comic housing. Each one of these huts, since the Austin scene started, has gone up. These are like $6,000 a month, and there's often 100 to 200 comics living in each one of these huts. So highly competitive. It's one of the reasons why I haven't been on Kill Tony. It's just I don't want to lose my hut, and I have to defend it as best as I can. That's a full-time job. How far away is the well? As you can see, I just take vape juice right out of the river here. It's actually quite convenient, and it tastes like bubble gum. Thank you, Tiger Carlson, for the $4.20 donation. Thank you. That might, I'll treat myself to a little bit of moose meat. But yeah, the vape. Once you've had water that tastes like cotton candy and bubble gum, you can't really drink regular water anymore. Regular water is kind of a downer once you've drank the vape juice. Anyway, we move on. Let's get the bingo going, guys. We've got 17 players for bingo, same as last time. Ah, this poor fat guy is gonna get told that he's fat by David Lucas, which is ironic because David Lucas is also a very proud fat guy. Almost as fat as Roseanne. We're still doing it.
I don't know what you just said. What the fuck? This nigga sound like he was talking while eating a sandwich. Oh, okay. You're sitting at a table full of women?
Yes.
And you ain't fucked none of them?
You're welcome to tug on it.
Good, excellent timing. DJ comes with that one. Yeah. David Lucas just pointing out how ridiculous it is to hang out with women and not fuck them. I mean, you know, why would you hang out with the most annoying gender if you're not trying to come in them or even come around them?
Okay,
honestly.
we'll edit laughter in there.
But pretty wild. What the hell is going on? I have my phone on Do Not Disturb. Good Lord. That's my brother. And he knows I stream.
Working on it. Which one? No, which one you want to fuck? I'm gonna make it. This nigga be misdirecting like a motherfucker. You ask this nigga, what's your name? What's your name? What the fuck going on, Paul?
13.
Where the table at?
Oh. Whoa. So sometimes women, when they know someone is trying to fuck them, create like a warning alarm. It's yeah, you don't want to do that. Women are annoying, yes. And number 72, absolutely.
Who's the most desperate bitch back there? All right, come up here. Let me hook you up with Paul. Come on, come on.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so David Lucas could do a little bit of matchmaking. This is a very common form of online content farming as well. These sort of awkward encounters where people are kind of giggling because sex is on the table. Very good, very smart. David Lucas can see that this is going to be gold for the vertical feed.
Bring your ass up here. Come on. I'm going to buy y'all drinks. Come on now. Hurry up. Hurry up. Oh, she black. Oh. Slide over, Paul. This is your future. What's up, baby? So you like Paul? You suck that dick? You would? I would. He's shy? You just gotta Paul. She down with the shits, nigga. Like, see how I just made that happen in 30 seconds? You back there bullshitting, buying all the snacks and shit.
You have three options right now, right? And this is what 21st century dating is like. Yeah, it's the apps, a reality show. Ideally, that's the best way to meet someone, is on cable, because you'll usually make at least a little bit of money. Or 3, a David Lucas comedy show.
Shit. You ain't even chose which one you want to fuck yet, and what's your name? Shaniqua? Oh yeah, I know. Angelica? Oh, okay, I knew it ended in a fucking vowel.
Okay, so he's making fun of this lady. He's guessing which black sounding name she'll have. Classic joke. That's a black people stereotype right there. Excellent stuff. David Lucas.
Look her in the eye, Paul. Say, I'm gonna eat that pussy tonight. This nigga said hubba hubba. Look her in the eye. Look at Angelica
Oh God.
in the eye and say, I'm gonna eat that pussy tonight. No, nigga, I told you what to say. Say, I'm going to eat that pussy tonight.
See, this is now David Lucas is simply trying to
Okay,
impart.
we'll edit laughter in there.
He's trying to impart good relationship or dating advice, which is, when you meet a woman, you're supposed to say, my name is, Tom Shalou. Some people call me Lil Shalou. The nickname for my penis is Lil Shalou. And then you're supposed to say, what's your name? And if she's black, you have to guess. You have to say, is it Shaniqua? And then you laugh into the microphone. If you don't have a microphone on the first date, make sure you have one. And then if she doesn't laugh, you say, I'm gonna eat that pussy tonight. And if she does laugh, you say, I'm gonna be eating that pussy tonight. And that's it. It's pretty simple. You don't want to be like this guy here and be super shy and coy. Study the Access Hollywood tapes of our president. That's how you approach a woman.
No, nigga. Why can't you follow instructions? This is what you say verbatim. Look her in the eye. This is Angelica. You're Paul. Look her in the eye and say, oh my God. This nigga's. Angelica, you know her name. Ain't your name Angelica? Egypt.
What is happening?
I thought you said Angelica. Oh, shit. Oh. Same shit, nigga. Egypt, Angelica, Shaniqua, it's all the same. EBT, you know what I'm saying? Look Egypt in the face and say, I'm gonna eat that pussy tonight.
Are you tonight?
Oh, that's all right, go back there and rub on that dick. Thank you, Paul.
So, this is what, normally you just get one person at a time. David Lucas has the skill and stage presence to bring up multiple people on the stage, and still he turns it into almost a miniature play here. Very Oscar Wilde.
This fucking dork. You look like you sit on cats until they stop moving.
You look like you... Jesus, why is this fucking auto playing? I tried to turn this off. Do you guys see the option here to make it not autoplay? Neither do I. Anyway, fuck this fucking platform. Most interesting says Myles never gets us chatters laid. It's not, I'm not David Lucas, okay? I don't have that kind of confidence. All right? Honestly, it's not a priority. I have been celibate since I started joke explaining 35 years ago. Okay? I can't have any distractions. Anytime I start to get urges, I put on Howie Mandel and I remind myself to stay focused.
Now, one of the best in the business. Show some love for Joe Coy. Let him hear.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Oh.
There it is. Lagwar with the tech support.
I live right up here, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the Laugh Factory. This is where it all started, the Laugh Factory. So it's like, did someone break this earlier, Ruben? So it was okay. So this is how it went. This is so crazy. So I pulled up.
Look at this guy, Joe Coy, super cool outfit. He's heading right to the basketball court after this to play with Gabriel Iglesias and Carlos Mencia and other great comics of his style. And maybe they're going to play it on like a rooftop helipad somewhere. Just so he looks so cool. It's also really cool. So sometimes comedians wear hats on stage. Some people think it's to shield their head because they're balding. Not true. They're actually darkening their eyes so you can't see how bloodshot they are from partying. That's a classic showbiz trick.
And I see Tony in the lobby, and then Ruben's on stage, and then me walking in, and then and right up.
Tony Rock is The Rock's brother. You guys might know The Rock from the Scorpion King movies. He has a brother named Tony Rock. It's a little bit of name comedy there. 40.
Up there, Tony, was Tiffany. Right? So Tiffany be right there. And all of us were broke.
Remember County?
Okay, so how old are you? You're like 25. So like 25 years ago, we were struggling, right? We were struggling, and you were still like right here, and you're in someone's balls.
You were still right, and that's such a better way of saying you weren't born yet, is to grab your balls and say you are still in the balls. Very funny. So that's a penis right there. And that's a medical fact as well. Because Garzred, 500-bit cheer.
Bingo!
Oh, whoa. Garzred, thank you for the bits. I'm glad you're getting the laughs. Also, Edward Bow Doinham. Congratulations on your bingo win. Holy shit, that was a fast bingo. We just started Joe Coy, and you got a fucking bingo. Congratulations. Now you know what happens. Link a video you think needs to be explained in the chat, and I'll do my best to explain it. Start time is not going to be that. It's going to be this. It's not going to be that either. It's going to be this. There we go. So, Edward got the link ready to go. Edward, is this your first win on stand-up bingo? Holy shit! It's a link from one of my favorite YouTube channels, Found Footage Fest. Thank you. And thank you for supporting Found Footage Fest. One of the best YouTube channels working today. All right. Oh, oh my God. We did, Tom. Here we are. We're back here. Now let's get the Joe Coy going here. We have 13 players. 13 players. We need a couple more. Let's get that number up. Let's get that number up. This Joe Coy set is 20 minutes long. This might be the last stand-up bingo set before we go to viewer videos. Oh, and by the way, I should plug tomorrow for our paid Patreon supporters. I am doing a... let me see if I can find it here. This is good. This is good of me to be thinking about this stuff and promoting it. I am doing a... Can I go to the post? I'm doing a live stream for our patrons because we've had a lot of requests. We've had a lot of requests for doing Netflix content, and we can't obviously do Netflix content because we get copyright striked off the face of the earth. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do simply a Myles Public Radio version for our Patreon subscribers, and I'm just going to go through it in a very relaxed and public radio fashion, go through the jokes, analyze the structures, talk about why they're so funny. And thank you, Casket Butch. And then I will release this Myles Public Radio presents Matt Rife to the main channel once it is completed. But patrons who are watching the live stream will be free to weigh in and comment on how they think the jokes are funny as well. And it'll be it'll be an audio version. So some of you guys who are driving to and from work who just want an audio version of jokes explained to listen to in the car, we know a lot of people do that, and you won't have to watch it. You can just simply listen and learn. Listen and learn. Listen, laugh, and learn. The 3 L's of the program. Anyway, let us get this bingo going. Casket Butch, thank you for the biddies. The biddies are tumbling in from Casket Butch. Got the Brian looking forlornly at the previous donation celebrations. Okay. So here we are. He's already grabbing his penis. The attention is drawn to the penis. Already laughing. He's grabbing his Lil Shaloo.
Right? Look, right here. This is where you were 25 years ago. I was at Nordstrom Rack struggling to pay for fucking diapers, and you're right here by, here's the hole, and then that area between the hole and the ball. You're right there. Right?
Now, okay. Interesting. I apologize for my when I open a new tab on Google, it displays various artwork. I know it's not that funny. Penis diagram. This is important to have open. So there's the hole. I believe that's what he's talking about when he says the hole. There's the hole. And let's hear again I want to just lay it out for you guys so you understand how funny this is.
Diapers, and you're right here by, here's the hole, and then that area between the hole and the ball. You're right there.
Right there. The
right?
urethra.
You remember that.
The urethra.
Broke. Nordstrom Rack, Borders Books, and cleaning yachts at Marina Del Rey. Broke as shit. And my son was one. So sometimes his mom would be like, hey, I know you're going to the Laugh Factory. Can you take Joe? I'm like, it's a fucking bar. It's a fucking bar with out-of-work comedians. She goes, I don't care. You should have pulled out. She said that to me, and I'm like, what the fuck? I said, yeah, I'll take him. I took him, and Tiffany would watch him right there on that balcony, like this.
Drinking story?
And it'll be a Tuesday or Wednesday. Hardly anybody.
46 poor people.
You know what I mean?
Saying he's broke.
And you performing, right? And then all of a sudden you hear.
There's the sound comedy. 59. I believe that's what it.
Fucking room would all go here, and just Tiffany with a white baby, like, get your fucking baby.
Excellent timing, DJ Chemix. Excellent timing with that one, yes. Massive orgasm credit to Eric Griffin for that one, and DJ Chemix for the timing. White baby. That's a white person.
But she loved doing it. Because we're struggling. Right? We just want stage time.
Okay, we'll edit laughter.
You know what I mean? Working hard. 25. What do you do? What do you do?
What do you do for work?
Where?
Okay, so the material portion has ended. He's done his 3 minutes, and now it's time for the crowd work. Audience poll. What do you do for work? What do you do for work? 69.
Fucking house. Where fucking house? And you fucking bust your ass at the warehouse. Fucking.
Applause for the warehouse.
Just lifting heavy shit and putting it back.
Prop comedy.
That's a fucking job. $100,000 a year is what they're paying Amazon employees. Fucking get it. Get it.
Nice. Hey, guys, did you guys know that? They pay $100,000 a year to work at the Amazon warehouse? That's fucking amazing. I didn't know that. This is why you watch comedians. You get a little insight on how the economy's doing.
That's fucking amazing. I got paid when I was 15.
And I bet now he's going to tell, but when he was young, he was making like $1 a month. So it actually has gotten a lot easier to get ahead now than it was when he was younger. Man, so true.
I got my first job with McDonald's. And now in LA, it's $20 an hour. They passed it. $20 an hour is how much they're getting paid. And I got paid $3.85 an hour.
Boom. Crazy, hey? So way harder when Joe Coy was coming up. 22, fast food.
So to let you know, this is going to justify my reasoning for getting fired. Okay? I stole nuggets. Motherfucker owed me. How the fuck are you gonna pay me $3.85 an hour? I'm 15 years old. Maximum amount of work I can get a week is 20 hours a week. Times that by $4 an hour, that's $80 a fucking week. Then the government takes 40%, that's $40 a week. And you want me to spend some of that shit on some fucking McDonald's? I stole that goddamn nugget. I had 6.
The government taxes any money over $1 if you know that. That's the tax bracket starts at $1. That's why you leave. That's why you move to Texas, man. That's why you got to move to Austin.
Nuggets in this pocket. I had hot sauce on this pocket. I used to, when people go, hey, can I get 6 nuggets? You didn't think I made 8? Fucking made 8. I would go up to the counter like this. How can I help you? How can I help you? Fucking hat crooked. How can I help you? Stole those fucking nuggets. Got fired. Fuck that clown. Fuck that clown. You're gonna charge me? They even said we give you a discount, employee discount on your own meal. I'm like, this is a meal. What I made today is a meal. You fucking clown. I took toys and shit. I took everything. I didn't give a fuck. They go, you're gonna go home, Mr. Coy.
Interesting cut.
You're gonna go home. We know what you've been doing. You have a little fucking racket going on. I had like little nugget stains in my right pocket. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, you've been eating nuggets. I only eat the ones that fall on the ground. Get the fuck out of here. That's what she said to me. Get the fuck out of here. And I go, whatever.
Woman voice.
I left. Took my shirt off. I still, you ever see like fast food workers, they always like have the hat crooked And then I had my shirt draped over my shoulder. I was like, fuck this job. I'm gonna go to the mall. I'm gonna go to the mall and fill out a bunch of applications, and my mom won't know. Because we needed to work, because my mom and dad divorced when I was 10. My dad moved to Phoenix, so it was my sister, worked at Taco Bell. She was a shift supervisor. This is what I don't like about my sister. She always had to be better, so the scale was high. I'm like, bitch, calm down. It's fast food. What the fuck is this shift supervisor? You gonna be fucking Miss Taco Bell? Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
And she stole too, so I just want to put that. I'm a fucking snitch. That bitch took a bag of chicken and all the hot sauces, so fuck Gemma.
Is she Mexican? Casket Butch?
You know what I mean? I went down taking up this bitch stole a bag of chicken and she boiled it. The shit, the shit you put in a soft taco, that bitch took a whole bag. She stuck it in the back and she walked out like this. But that's what broke people do. You're gonna pay us $3.85 an hour. You don't think we're gonna get? I'm getting mine.
Gordo, interesting observation. I feel like, he's this close to slapping that mic on the knee, and but he's saving it, right? This is because he's a master. He's building the tension. People, the whole audience right now is thinking, when's he gonna slap that mic on that knee? And he is not giving it to him. He's holding it back, but it's getting close, right? The more he waves around, the crowd is like, oh, here comes the mic slap. But it's gotta be there. It's gonna be huge.
I'm $3.85 an hour. I'm making $20 an hour in nuggets.
He's holding that. He's holding the tension. He's got he's holding that big dominant prep, and then he's gonna boom on the one.
Nuggets and sauce, motherfucker. Da 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 da. I'm loving it.
Oh, you already did sound comedy, but very good.
Fucking go home early. Oh, shit.
Gazarette, thank you.
She knows my shift was at 4:30. It's 6:30.
500 nuggets.
Fuck. Just preparing myself. Right when I open the door. Oh. She's doing her own nails. Oh. What? Aren't you supposed to be at McDonald's? I made up the quickest. This is how fast my mind works.
Accent. The accent.
At 15, I go, they switched my schedule and didn't tell me. They didn't tell me, Mom. She goes, what? I go, I know, what the fuck, right? And they fired me because they said I didn't show up for a shift I didn't even know about. What the fuck are you talking about, Joseph? That's illegal. I go, that's what I said. And they switch your schedule, and then they didn't tell you, and then you went to work on the wrong day, but they forgot to tell you? Yes. What the fuck? I go, I know, but I'm gonna go to the mall and I'll find another job. She goes, no, that's illegal, Joseph. Put your uniform back on. I'm gonna get you. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Danny Miranovic, yes.
And now I'm in the fucking car. Fully fucking dressed.
This is a long story. Are we
fucking... And she's pouring it on thick. Like, Joseph, I know your father is not around, but I want you to know that I will always be there for you.
So, King Shaman, this is a Filipino accent, I believe. I believe this is a Filipino accent, very close to Mexican accent. The Philippines is very close to Mexico.
I will not let anyone take advantage of my children. Do you hear me? Yeah. Promise me one thing, Joseph.
There we go.
When I die, you're going to do the same for your children, Joseph. Yeah. I'll do it. And we pull into McDonald's. Why did I fucking say something? Right? There was something telling me, like, yo, tell your mom. And then there was this other thing. It was like, you might get your job back. Fucking, I listened to that motherfucker. And I'm just sitting there like this. And she goes, I love you. And she pet my head like that. She pet my head. And And she walked out the door, and this is all I did. I went like this, I go.
Here we go.
As she closed the door, I go. And I watched, it was like slow motion. Like slow, like it was so slow. And I just watched her go in.
Oh. Oh. And that was, I think that was the main punchline there, because remember, it was a callback to him eating nuggets from earlier, right?
20 seconds, maybe. 20 seconds. Maybe 20 seconds. My mom came out that fucking McDonald's. Get the fuck out of the car. Get the fuck out of the car, Joseph. You're going to embarrass me. Fuck you.
Puck. So she's saying puck because she has an accent. That's a big part of the joke here. People that English is not their first language, they'll often have a very wacky and funny accent. And the reason for that is to make us laugh.
The fucking guy from drive-thru was like, oh shit, that's Joe. That motherfucker steals nuggets. Fucking this, you guys, that's an old guy talking. This generation doesn't know what working is. You know how to work. It's just, it's different back then. They took full advantage of us. Full fucking advantage. You burnt your fucking hand in the goddamn fries. They'd be like, oh shit, you can have a meal today. You can have a meal. What the fuck? I'm missing a motherfucking finger, man.
Shit's on the audience a little bit. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
So please don't tell me how hard it is now. You're preaching to the wrong choir. You guys grew up with everything in your fucking hand. Amazon is $100,000 a year.
It's okay. Really hammering the point home that Amazon does pay $100,000 a year. And you know what? Yes, app or subscription service is Amazon. That is very technically true. And they pay $100,000 a year as soon as you walk in the door, start sorting packages. It's a very, not like Joe Coy made $3.45 an hour working at Mickey D's when he started. But young people now, they've got apps, they've got infinite money from any job. You walk in Amazon, very simple.
To deliver bullshit. Fucking shoes to 16-year-old kids. Fucking pocket pussies. Overnight.
There's a very similar joke, similar premise to what we watched. And I think our Gabriel Iglesias video was taken down. But they made a very similar joke, right? Because like these comedians, they grow up, Gabriel and Joe Coy, they're born literally like under the ground, right? They're born under the earth, fighting the mole people. And they've done enough deadly combat, they can claw and bite their way to the surface of the earth. And then after that, they work the shittiest jobs for decades before they eventually make it in comedy, just through raw talent and work ethic. And then their kids, they see their kids, right? And they're all dads, and their kids are just ordering, like, right online, their kids are ordering food and cars and PlayStation. Fucking goddamn it. But they both get annoyed, right? They both get annoyed because they see their kids who are super rich, and they're like, boy, you have it. The thing is with Joe and Gabriel is they see their kids as representing all kids, and their kids are covered in PlayStations from a very young age. So it's a slightly different experience. But I mean, again, they did earn it.
Overnight, my son bought a pocket pussy on my credit card. And a motherfucker making $100,000 a year is like, hey, is this yours? I'm like, that ain't fucking mine.
Even the delivery drivers are making $100,000 a year. I thought this was just the warehouse guys, but I guess it's basically everybody who works at the Amazon corporations making six figures. Pretty crazy. And then, of course, the California government is going to take 80% of that, so you're going to be left with $20,000 a year. And then, of course, the federal government's going to take another 10%, so you only have $10,000. And then the bitch wife, the wife bitch, is going to take another $5,000 of that. So really, if people were just left alone.
My son bought a pocket pussy on my credit card. That's how dumb this fucking generation is. Like, I wasn't gonna know. Fucking notification, pocket pussy.
That's funny because of alliteration, pocket pussy, right? It's much funnier than if you said pocket vagina, right? It's much funnier if you said, hey, I ordered a pocket vagina. Not as funny.
He's 21. He's still at home. He's still home. And I don't want him to work. I busted my ass so hard. I was up there when he was 1 in Tiffany's arms. I don't want him to fucking see that struggle, eating fucking bacon-wrapped hot dogs outside. Tony, tell him. Tony, fucking tell him. There used to be little barbecue stands that these little Mexican women would have. It was made out of a fucking radio flyer.
36.
There's a fucking wheelbarrow and goddamn charcoal, and they cook hot dogs. And they have mayonnaise, picante sauce, mustard, chile, whatever. $3, and we put all that shit on there and we fucking ate it. Because we were starving. Tiffany was living in her goddamn, what did she have, a Geo? She had a fucking Geo Metro, right? With all the goddamn clothes in the trunk. Tony had a fucking Charger. He was fucking rich. Fuck you, Tony. Fuck Tony. And his mom and I divorced when
Tony
he was
Robbins?
1. But we've been best friends ever since.
Name comedy. Yeah, definitely.
Whatever she wants, I give her. We never got a lawyer. We never did any of that shit because I'm a product of a fucking divorced family. I didn't want my son to see that shit.
Bingo!
I promised Angie, whatever.
Gordo, SF86 with the final bingo. Clutches it. Congratulations, Gordo. Gordo is a religious player. He makes it to most streams and helps maybe helps me and maybe a little bit of himself with the bingo numbers. But he earns it. Gordo, when he first joined this stream, he was making 3 bits 45 an hour, eating nuggets off the ground, and now look at him. Casket Butch, one of the top day traders today, dumping the bits in. Travis Gravity getting on the board as well. All these guys, all the people, all the day traders, they started from nothing, stealing nuggets. Now they all work at Amazon, just making shit tons of money. Shameless replay there too. A lot of Amazon drivers in the chat today. Congratulations, guys. Okay, let us go to the viewer videos. And a quick recap, too. Quick recap of the human penis. As you can see, these are all of the funny. So often when comedians write a comedy set, they just pull up one of these and they'll just write all these names down. And they'll write the amount of time on each. So like 3 minutes on the vas deferens. Pubic symphysis. I mean, medical textbooks are a gold mine. If any of you guys are going to try stand-up comedy. All right, let's go to the first one. Looks good so far. Very promising. Roseanne Barr, one of the best comedians working today. Looks like she's on Kill Tony.
I go out, people oftentimes will confuse me for Rosie O'Donnell. I don't know why, but now it happens quite frequent. You know, it's upsetting to me too. They'll go, "Hey, Rosie, you cutie patootie. Hey, Rosie, we miss you there on The View. Hey, Rosie, you're right. Fuck Trump. He
Oh, this is a joke about Rosie O'Donnell.
is a fascist." Kind of bumps me out, you know. I'm like, hey, I'm not the one whose kid is a crack whore in prison there. Like when I go out,
Oh,
people...
man. Yes. That's one of the greats. A perfect setup punchline joke, right? And that was a very Norm
will
McDonald
confuse
delivery,
me
wasn't
for
it?
Rosie O'Donnell.
Hey, your daughter's a crack whore over there. Crack whore in prison there. Very Norm McDonald delivery. Of course, she and Norm were judges on Last Comic Standing for a long time. Very funny. Very good. But you can see how she builds that joke perfectly. Jonathan Frakes, Beyond Belief clips played at half speed make him sound like a drunk dude at the bar. Okay, looks like we got a little bit of video comedy here. A little bit of editing comedy.
Walked out of a mall into a huge parking area and realized you'd forgotten where you parked your car. Ever gone mountain biking? What do you want to be when you grow up?
I'm not gonna lie, sounds a little bit like Orson Welles here.
What's the right tip? Have you called a plumber to your home lately? How superstitious are you? How much money would it take to make you spend a night in a cemetery?
Ah, the French. Paul Masson. What? Don't need that in there. Okay. Highlights from the bowel care seminar. Oh, this is going to be about poo.
Okay, the bowel. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of my bowel history.
So the bowel is where the poo in the body is stored. It's like the poo warehouse. And you do not make $100,000 a year working there.
Every Sunday, my dad used to go in the bathroom to have his bowel movement. Sometimes I'd hear a little...
Every Sunday. Could you imagine? That's a good bowel right there. That's a good bowel. That's good bowel storage. You can just take, you have your poo stores up the whole week. That's very convenient. How much do you guys poo? Chat, let me know. What are your poo times? Hopefully not during the stream. No shitting during the stream. Unless you I guess you can keep it going on your phone.
And I'd go in for my bowel movement. And I would go in, and it was like a green cloud, a toxic waste dump in there. I remember sometimes it wouldn't come out. And when it did, it was kind of like, once I pooped in my pants in school, and I just left it in all day. And that to me was pooping. I had a young lady come to me. She said a bowel movement came out of him as long as from her fingertips to her elbow, as big around as her forearm. She said that once it was in the toilet, they couldn't flush it down. Her husband had to get a shovel out of the garage and chop it up.
Oh, he's getting very passionate about this one. And since we're doing poo stories, one time I took a dump so big that it went into the toilet. It had one half was larger. It broke in half like the Titanic, like the stern of the poo cracked under its own weight. Thank God. It would have never gone down.
I love bowel stories. Want to hear about some worms?
I love bowel stories. There's a good sound bites for the Discord in that one. All right, banana proves God exists. I mean,
behold.
Now, the banana is a very funny fruit because it could be like a penis, right? It's very phallic shaped. But also, banana peels can be on the ground, which provide loss of traction, which can cause a very funny slapstick comedy situation there. So, very rich history of comedy with the banana. Could also be a telephone. It's like classic prank.
The atheist's nightmare. Now, if you study a well-made banana, you'll find on the far side there are 3 ridges. On the close side, 2 ridges.
The atheist's
nightmare. If you get your hand ready to grip a banana, you'll find on the far side there are 3 grooves, on the close side 2 grooves.
Holy fuck.
The banana and the hand are perfectly made one for the other. You'll find the maker of the banana, Almighty God, has made it with a non-slip surface.
What?
It has outward indicators of inward contents. Green, too early. Yellow, just right. Black, too late.
This is Kirk Cameron. This is James Cameron's son.
Now, if you go to the top of the banana, you'll find, as with the soda can makers, they placed a tab at the top. So God has placed...
James Cameron is very famous for the movie series about the Blue Man Group owning a planet.
A tab at the top. When you pull the tab, the contents don't squirt in your face.
Look at
You'll
this.
find the wrapper, which is biodegradable, has perforations. Notice how gracefully it sits over the human hand. Notice it has a point at the top for ease of entry. It's just the right shape for the human mouth. It's chewy, easy to digest, and it's even curved toward the face to make the whole process so much easier. Seriously, Kirk, the whole of creation testifies to the genius of God's creative hand. It absolutely does.
Oh! Oh, I love that. That's excellent. Whoa. $867 views? What? Obviously, YouTube, run by atheists, don't want you to see the truth. Classic YouTube. What a bunch of bullshit. You guys, thanks for watching the stream today. That's all I got until tomorrow, 2 p.m. Myles Public Radio is live for patrons, so stay tuned for that. As for the rest of you, that stream will be released at some point next week. But Gutfeld Bingo back on Monday, along with obviously studying other Rumble comedians. Our favorites like JP Sears, Russell Brand. Thank you to all our day traders and our long-term investors down scrolling in the channel below. And to everybody who came and hung out today, played a little bit of bingo. And I hope you learned something. Keep laughing, keep loving, keep living. See you on Monday.